Hi, welcome to AutoCAD Systems AutoCAD Essential Online Training. Today we are going to continue the lesson with editing entities. We will start with the topic of how to use selection, move, copy, rotate, and scale by using AutoCAD. Before we begin this lesson, please download all the dataset files from the link at the description below, or you can just copy and search this link and then place them on the root of your drive. Now, this is the start screen of AutoCAD software. To start this lesson, click this open icon to open the existing file, which is the editing entities file that you have downloaded before this. We are going to complete this lesson by using this floor plan sample, which as you can see, it has many blocks such as the dining table and sofa. First of all, selection. There are two types of selection that we can do to select object. The first one is the blue selection. To use blue selection, we have to click any point in the drawing area as the first point. Then for the second point, we must click somewhere at the right side from the first point. Alright, the second type of selection is the green selection. To use green selection, we have to click any point in the drawing area as the first point. Then for the second point, we must click somewhere at the left side from the first point. But for both type of selection, it doesn't matter whether it is from top to bottom or bottom to top. Now let's see the difference between those type of selection. Let's say we want to select the sofa, okay? You see, I just have to select some part of the sofa to select the block if I use the green selection. If I use the blue selection, I cannot just select some part of the sofa. It doesn't work. Blue selection needs you to make sure all of the sofa parts included in the blue box. Then it allows selection. And the selection point that we selected actually affect the selection too. If we include the part of inner wall in the selection box, green selection will allow you to select the inner wall too. But if you use blue selection, the inner wall will not be selected, even some part of the wall is included in the box. And the sofa will be selected as long as the whole sofa parts is included in the blue box. Now we are going to learn how to use move. We can select move here at the home tab of the ribbon, or you can just type in M in the drawing area. As move is now the default option, just press enter to start the command. The next step is to select object that we want to move and then press enter. Then it asks us to specify the base point. We can choose any base point that we want, but make sure it will make us easy to handle the motion of the object. So let's just choose the middle point here as the base point of the object. Next, just move the object to the desired location. For now, the auto mode is on. Thus, the motion of the object will only move in 90 degrees. But if we off the auto mode, the selection for new location is free. Alright, let's say I want to move the sink at this new location. So just click it. And then that's it about move. Now it's time to learn copy. Alright, I want to copy this bidet to this room. So to use copy, you can click copy here at the home tab of the ribbon, or you can just type in CO, then press enter, since copy is now in the default option. The next step is to select object that we want to copy and then press enter. Then it asks us to specify the base point. Same like move, we can choose any base point that we want, but just make sure it will make it easy to handle the motion of the object. So let's just choose the middle point here as the base point of the object. Next, just move the object to the desired location, which is this room. And let's say I want to copy the object and put it at the middle of this wall. So just click here. That is how we use copy. But what if I want this bidet to be at this wall, and I also want the bidet to face to the left? This is why we have to learn rotate. Alright, we can click rotate at the home tab of the ribbon, or the shortcut for rotate is RO. So just type in RO and then press enter. Then select the object that we want to rotate and then press enter. Now click here as the base point of the rotation. Now we can rotate to our desired direction, or you can just type in the angle of the rotation, which is 270, and then press enter. Alright, the bidet is already facing to the left. So now just move it to the middle of this wall. Okay, the last part of this lesson is about scaling. To use scale, you can just click scale button here, or just use the shortcut, which is type in SC and then press enter. There are two types of scaling, which are scaling up and scaling down. Scaling up means you will make the object become bigger than the original, and the object will become smaller if you use scaling down. First, we are going to use a scaling down. So after we select object and choose the base point, we have to specify the scale factor. The value of scale factor for scaling down must be between 0 and 1. So for this exercise, just type in 0.8, then press enter. Now we can see that the object became smaller than the original. Now we are going to try the scaling up. First, select object and choose the base point as usual. Then we need to specify the scale factor. The value of scale factor for scaling up must be greater than 1. So for this exercise, just type in 1.5, then press enter. Now we can see that the object became bigger than the previous size. Alright, that's all for the first part of editing entities, which we already covered how to do selection, move, copy, rotate, and scaling. Thank you for joining this lesson, and see you on the next video lesson.